The neon lights of Triton glimmered like a kaleidoscope of stars, casting an ethereal glow on the bustling metropolis below. Zix Zafaron's heart pounded in his tiny chest as he darted through the throngs of towering alien visitors and locals alike, weaving his way towards the city's underbelly. Bleep, his loyal robotic sidekick, bobbed along behind him, its metallic body reflecting the vibrant hues of the streets. Razzle, the ever-resourceful engineer, kept pace with her nimble stride, her eyes scanning their surroundings for potential dangers. "Zix," Razzle called out amidst the cacophony of voices and sounds, her gaze locked on their destination. "I think we're getting close." "Affirmative," Bleep chimed in, its voice a harmonious blend of digital notes. "My calculations indicate the artifact is near." Zix's large, expressive eyes sparkled with curiosity and determination as he led the team down a narrow alleyway, the shadows deepening with each step they took. His mind raced with thoughts of unraveling the artifact's secrets, proving to the universe that even someone as small as he could achieve greatness. "Remember, friends," Zix said, his voice tinged with excitement, "this artifact could change everything we know about the cosmos." "Of course, Zix," Razzle replied with a grin, her enthusiasm for the mission evident in her tone. "But let's not forget, we have to find it first." "Right you are, Razzle," Zix agreed, the corners of his mouth turning upwards into a smile. "Bleep, any updates on our current location?" "Calculating now," Bleep responded, its body emitting a series of soft beeps as it processed the information. "We should arrive at the entrance to the underbelly in approximately 4.2 minutes. "Excellent," Zix exclaimed, his eyes widening with anticipation. He couldn't help but feel a surge of pride as he led his trusted companions on this perilous quest. The thought of standing shoulder to shoulder with the likes of Captain Quasar filled him with a sense of purpose that dwarfed his diminutive stature. As they approached their destination, Zix's thoughts turned inward. What would they find within the depths of Triton's underbelly? And more importantly, what challenges would they face in their pursuit of knowledge and adventure? "Stay sharp, team," Zix said, his voice now laced with determination. "We don't know what awaits us beyond these walls." "Roger that, Zix," Razzle responded, her fingers twitching with anticipation. They were a team forged in the fires of ingenuity and camaraderie, ready to take on whatever the universe had in store for them. "Affirmative, Zix," Bleep echoed, its metallic body humming with energy. Together, they stood at the precipice of the unknown, united in their quest for discovery and driven by an unyielding spirit of adventure. The entrance to Triton's underbelly loomed before them like a gaping maw, its shadows flickering with the dance of distant light beams. Zix couldn't help but feel a shiver of anticipation run down his spine as he stared into the darkness. "By the rings of Saturn, it's eerie in there," Razzle whispered, her eyes wide as she took in the sight before them. "Indeed," Zix agreed, unable to suppress the grin that spread across his face. "But just think of the wondrous secrets that could be hidden within." Bleep chimed in, its metallic voice tinged with excitement. "Affirmative, Zix. Probability of discovery extremely high." "Then what are we waiting for?" Zix declared, his large eyes glittering with determination. "Let's venture forth into the unknown." With that, they cautiously stepped into the dimly lit tunnels, their senses heightened and hearts pounding in their chests. The walls seemed to close in around them as they navigated the winding passages, their path illuminated by the soft glow of luminescent crystal formations. "Can you imagine?" Zix mused aloud, his thoughts filled with wonder. What extraordinary beings might have once traversed these very corridors? "Or still do," Razzle added with a mischievous grin, causing Zix to chuckle. "Always one step ahead, aren't you, Razzle?" She winked in response, her fingers twitching excitedly at her side. "You know me, Zix, always ready for adventure." As they delved deeper into the labyrinthine tunnels, the atmosphere grew tense with anticipation. They could feel the weight of the untold mysteries that surrounded them, beckoning them ever closer to their goal. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they stumbled upon a cavernous chamber where the artifact rested. The sight that greeted them was nothing short of awe-inspiring. There it was, encased in an impenetrable alloy, like a cosmic pearl nestled within the heart of this subterranean world. "By the moons of Jupiter," Zix breathed, his eyes wide with amazement as he studied the artifact. "What do you think it is?" "Unknown," Bleep replied, its robotic voice buzzing with curiosity. "But the possibilities are endless. Indeed, Zix whispered, his mind racing with questions and theories about the artifact's origin and purpose. Could it be a relic from a long-lost civilization? Or perhaps a beacon sent by otherworldly beings to guide us toward some grand cosmic truth? Only one way to find out, Razzle said, her eyes shining with excitement. Let's get to work. As they set about examining the mysterious artifact, Zix couldn't help but feel a surge of pride swell within him. Here he was, standing at the precipice of discovery, alongside his trusted companions. And though the journey ahead was filled with uncertainty, one thing was clear. Size truly did not limit one's potential for greatness. "Prepare for scanning, Captain Zix," Bleep announced with a flourish, its metallic exterior humming with energy as it extended an intricate array of sensors toward the artifact. The dim chamber was bathed in a kaleidoscope of neon hues as its complex AI system began processing information and searching for any clues that could unlock the mysteries of this enigmatic relic. "Hoy there, Bleep! Let's see what secrets lie within this cosmic conundrum," Zix replied, his eyes shimmering with excitement as he watched the robot work diligently alongside him. "Zix, I think I found something," Razzle called out, her technical genius shining like a supernova. She was keenly examining the alloy encasing the artifact, her nimble fingers dancing across the surface like celestial pirouettes. These markings, they're not just decorative. They might be the key to accessing its contents. "By the 7 rings of Saturn," Zix exclaimed, leaning in closer to inspect the patterns Razzle had discovered. His mind buzzed with possibilities, each more fantastical than the last. Could it be some sort of cosmic code? A message from the stars? Or maybe it's a recipe for intergalactic flapjacks, Razzle teased, her eyes twinkling with mischief. But seriously, I think we're onto something here. If I can just figure out how these symbols connect, we might be able to crack this cosmic puzzle wide open. "Razzle, your brilliance never ceases to amaze me," Zix said, admiration lighting up his large, expressive eyes. "Bleep, any luck on your end?" "Affirmative, Captain Zix," Bleep buzzed, its robotic voice infused with enthusiasm. "Preliminary scans indicate that this artifact possesses extraordinary properties that defy conventional classification. Further analysis is required to fully comprehend its potential." "Fantastic work, Bleep," Zix beamed, his heart swelling with pride. "Together, we'll unravel the secrets of this cosmic enigma and prove once and for all that size truly does not limit one's potential for greatness." "Here, here," Razzle cheered, raising an imaginary toast to their shared determination and camaraderie. As the trio continued their diligent investigation, the chamber seemed to pulsate with the energy of their unbridled curiosity and wonder. It was as if the very walls themselves were whispering encouragement, urging them to unlock the secrets that lay hidden within the mysterious artifact. For Zix, Bleep, and Razzle, the adventure had only just begun. The air in the chamber crackled with an electric current, as if the artifact itself was humming a cosmic tune. Zix felt as though he stood on the cusp of greatness, his large eyes wide with wonder and anticipation. Little did they know that their tranquil moment of discovery would soon be shattered. As if summoned by the mischievous fates themselves, the ground beneath Zix, Bleep, and Razzle began to tremble violently. Dust and debris cascaded from the ceiling, while a cacophony of guttural roars echoed through the cavernous space. "By the spiraling arms of the Nebulon Galaxy!" Zix exclaimed, gripping the edge of the artifact's casing for balance. "What in the name of Captain Quasar is happening?" "Captain Zix!" Bleep buzzed anxiously, its metallic body vibrating in tandem with the seismic disturbance. "I detect multiple life forms approaching our location at an alarming rate." "Space pirates!" Razzle gasped, her eyes narrowing with determination. "Captain Scarvog's cronies must have tracked us down." As if on cue, the chamber's entrance exploded inward, revealing the fearsome visage of Captain Scarvog himself, flanked by an imposing entourage of space pirates. Their eyes gleamed with greed and malice as they advanced upon the artifact, snarling and bellowing threats. "Hand over the artifact, you puny Hylaxian," Scarvog barked, his voice dripping with contempt. "Its secrets belong to me now." "Never," Zix retorted defiantly, a surge of courage coursing through him. "We'll protect this artifact with every ounce of our might. Right, Razzle? Bleep?" "Absolutely, Captain Zix," Razzle declared, brandishing a makeshift weapon fashioned from spare parts. "Let's teach these interstellar ruffians a lesson in manners." "Affirmative," Bleep chimed in, its robotic frame unfolding to reveal an arsenal of advanced weaponry. Engaging defense protocols. With a flourish of synchronized bravado, Zix, Razzle, and Bleep leaped into the fray. Zix's small stature proved advantageous as he nimbly evaded the pirates' lunges, darting between their legs and delivering swift strikes where they least expected. His heart swelled with pride, knowing that his size did not limit his potential for greatness. "Take that, you overgrown space barnacle," Zix taunted, twirling away from a pirate's grasp. "I may be small, but my courage is larger than life." Meanwhile, Bleep's advanced weaponry sent plasma bolts zipping through the air, expertly neutralizing several pirates with each calculated shot. Its mechanical whirs and beeps melded harmoniously with the cacophony of battle, creating a symphony of defiance. Razzle, her engineering prowess shining, hastily constructed makeshift defenses from the debris strewn about the chamber. Her nimble fingers danced across the detritus, assembling barriers and traps with an almost supernatural finesse. "Captain Scarvog!" Razzle shouted defiantly, activating one of her improvised contraptions. "Allow me to introduce you to the Dasworth defensive dynamo." As the thrilling battle raged on, Zix couldn't help but feel a surge of camaraderie with his companions. Together, they stood against the forces of greed and malice, united by their shared conviction to protect the secrets of the artifact. For even in the face of overwhelming odds, Zix knew that true greatness could only be achieved when one dared to dream the impossible. Zix's heart pounded like a turbocharged metronome as he dodged a pirate's swinging fist, only to find himself cornered between two more. Their sinister grins reminded him of carnivorous plants from his home planet just waiting to snap their jaws shut. He glanced at Bleep and Razzle, who were also surrounded by the relentless pirates. "Any last words, Runt?" sneered the pirate captain Scarvog, towering over Zix with a malicious glint in his eye. How about, "You'll never take us alive," Zix quipped, his voice filled with bravado despite the dire situation. Inside, however, his hope was flickering like a candle in a cosmic storm. "Nice try, but it won't save you," Scarvog laughed, raising his weapon menacingly. Just as all seemed lost, a radiant beam of light pierced the chamber, momentarily blinding everyone. The pirates recoiled in shock as a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows, wielding incredible powers that sent them flying through the air. "Who in the name of supernovas are you?" Zix gasped, eyes wide with astonishment, while Razzle and Bleep stared in awe. The figure stepped forward, revealing himself to be Raxin Luminaire, a celestial in disguise. His ethereal presence filled the room with an otherworldly energy, shimmering like stardust against the dim surroundings. "Greetings, brave adventurers," Raxin said with a warm smile. "I am Raxin Luminaire, a celestial, and I have been observing your quest from afar." You've been watching us?" stuttered Zix, his mind reeling from the sudden turn of events. "Indeed," Raxin replied. "Your determination to protect this artifact has touched the very cosmos themselves. I am here to offer my assistance." "Are you serious?" Razzle blurted out, her tough exterior momentarily dissolving into childlike wonder. "A celestial wants to help us." "Affirmative," Bleep beeped excitedly, its metallic exterior humming with anticipation. Zix hesitated for a moment, acutely aware of the weighty responsibility now resting on his small shoulders. He took a deep breath and looked at his companions, their faces filled with hope and determination. With newfound resolve, he turned back to Raxin. "Raxin Luminaire, we gratefully accept your help," Zix declared, his voice steady and confident. "Together, we will safeguard this artifact and unlock its secrets." "Very well," Raxin replied, his eyes twinkling like distant galaxies. "Let us embark on this journey as allies, for we have much to accomplish and many challenges ahead." As they stood together in the chamber, Zix, Bleep, Razzle, and Raxin formed an unlikely but formidable alliance. Their hearts swelled with courage and optimism, ready to face whatever adventures awaited them on their quest to protect the mysterious artifact. The air in the chamber vibrated with the intensity of 1,000 hummingbirds as Raxin Luminaire, the enigmatic celestial, floated just inches above the ground. His shimmering form cast an ethereal light over Zix and his companions as they huddled together, their minds buzzing with ideas like bees in a hive. "All right, team," Zix said, his large eyes sparkling with determination. "Raxin's got the cosmic know-how to help us escape Scarvog and his pirate goons. Let's put our heads together and come up with a plan that's equal parts daring and dashing." "Affirmative!" Bleep beeped, its metallic body emitting a series of excited chirps and whistles that sounded suspiciously like a fanfare. "Zix, I've got an idea," Razzle chimed in, her nimble fingers already tapping away at her wrist-mounted computer. "If we can create a diversion, it'll buy us enough time to slip through the tunnels unnoticed." "Capital suggestion, Razzle," Zix exclaimed, his eyes widening with excitement. "But how do we create such a distraction?" Raxon drifted closer, the swirling galaxies in his eyes mysteriously aligning into an intricate pattern. "Allow me to offer a solution, young adventurers. When the moment is right, I shall unleash a cosmic spectacle so dazzling, even the most hardened space pirate will be unable to resist its allure." "By the rings of Saturn, that's brilliant," Zix gushed, momentarily lost in the grandiosity of the plan. "All right, everyone, let's get into position." With a nod of agreement, the team dispersed, each member relying on their unique skills to outmaneuver the pirates. Zix's small frame and quick reflexes allowed him to dodge the lumbering brutes with ease, while Bleep's advanced AI system guided the group through the labyrinthine tunnels like a nimble, metallic shepherd. As they neared the exit, Raxon signaled to the team, his form glowing brighter than a supernova. "Prepare yourselves, for the moment has arrived," he whispered, his voice echoing through the chamber like a cosmic wind. With a flourish, Raxon unleashed his dazzling display of celestial power. Brilliant tendrils of light erupted from his being, twisting and spiraling into intricate patterns that danced across the walls. The space pirates, captivated by the mesmerizing spectacle, were momentarily paralyzed with awe, their greedy eyes reflecting the cosmic ballet unfolding before them. "Quickly, friends! Now is our chance!" Zix cried out, his determination resolute. The team sprinted through the final stretch of tunnels, their hearts pounding with adrenaline as they made their daring escape. Emerging from the subterranean maze onto Triton's neon-lit surface, Zix, Bleep, Razzle, and Raxon raced towards their waiting spaceship. With one last glance at the bewildered pirates, they climbed aboard, the engines roaring to life as they prepared for their next adventure. "Set course for Sigma 7, Zix commanded, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. Rumor has it that the key to understanding the artifact's true potential lies on its distant shores. "Affirmative, Captain Zix," Bleep beeped, its circuits abuzz with excitement. "Sigma 7, here we come!" Razzle shouted, her fingers dancing across the control panel with expert precision. As the spaceship soared into the cosmos, Zix couldn't help but feel a swell of pride and gratitude for the unique individuals who had become his family. Together, they would unlock the mysteries of the universe and prove that, in the grand tapestry of existence, even the smallest threads could weave the most extraordinary stories. Zix floated weightlessly in the cockpit, surrounded by a constellation of softly glimmering buttons and switches. His large, expressive eyes danced with the reflections of the distant stars, as his mind buzzed with anticipation for the challenges that lay ahead. Sigma 7 is said to be a planet of breathtaking beauty and unimaginable wonder, Raxon mused, his voice low and enigmatic. But its secrets are guarded by the most cunning of trials. "Ah, but we're no strangers to cunning," Razzle chimed in with a wink, her fingers playfully tapping on the control panel. "We'll outsmart whatever this Sigma 7 throws our way." Bleep beeped in agreement, its metallic exterior humming with energy as it processed their upcoming journey. "Though the artifact's mysteries are our primary objective, let us not forget the importance of aiding those we encounter along the way," Zix thought aloud, his compassionate nature shining through. "After all, it is not merely knowledge that defines greatness, but also the impact we have on the lives of others." "Spoken like a true explorer," Razzle exclaimed, her admiration for Zix evident in her sparkling eyes. As they continued to discuss their plans, Bleep suddenly emitted an urgent series of beeps and whirs. The ship's sensors had detected a distress signal from a nearby planet. "Captain Zix, the signal appears to be coming from the planet Veldara," Bleep informed, its circuits working furiously to process the information. "The inhabitants seem to be in dire need of assistance." Zix's heart swelled with empathy, his determination to help those in need overriding any hesitation. "Friends, we must investigate and offer our aid. It is our duty as adventurers to reach out a helping hand to those who cry out for help." "Of course, Zix," Razzle agreed, her tough exterior melting away to reveal a compassionate heart. "We're with you every step of the way." "Indeed, young explorer," Raxon nodded solemnly. "The universe has a peculiar way of intertwining our fates with those we encounter. Perhaps this distress signal is a part of our journey's tapestry. Then it is settled, Zix declared, his diminutive stature belying the enormity of his resolve. Set a course for Veldara. With a chorus of beeps and cheers, the team prepared to embark on their next extraordinary adventure. As the spaceship veered off its original course, the stars seemed to rearrange themselves, as if reweaving the very fabric of fate in response to the whimsy and compassion of Zix and his companions. The Veldaran sky was a dazzling dance of fluorescent hues, casting an ethereal glow upon the landscape as Zix's spaceship touched down gently onto its surface. The hatch hissed open, revealing the intrepid adventurers within, their eyes wide with awe and anticipation. "By the whiskers of Captain Quasar, would you just look at that sky!" Zix exclaimed, his large, expressive eyes reflecting the swirling colors above. "It's like an intergalactic light show!" "Indeed," Raxon mused, his voice tinged with mystery. Veldara is known for its unusual atmospheric phenomena. "All right, team," Razzle said, her nimble fingers making quick adjustments to a gadget on her wrist. "Let's focus on finding those who sent the distress signal." "Affirmative, Razzle," Bleep chirped, its metallic exterior humming with energy as it scanned the surrounding area. As they ventured forth, Zix couldn't help but be captivated by the peculiar flora that seemed to sway and sing in harmony with the vibrant sky. His curiosity piqued. He wondered if these plants held secrets yet to be discovered. "Zix, are you coming?" Razzle called out, snapping him back to reality. "Of course," he replied, shaking off his reverie and hurrying to catch up with his friends. They trekked through the alien terrain, guided by Bleep's unerring navigation, until they came upon a small village nestled in a grove of iridescent trees. "Ahoy there, strangers!" cried a voice from the village, and a group of curious Veldarans emerged, their eyes wide with astonishment at the sight of Zix and his companions. "Good people of Veldara," Zix announced boldly, puffing out his chest with pride. "We have come to answer your distress call. How may we be of assistance?" Thank you," a wizened elder exclaimed, tears of gratitude streaming down her face. "Our village is plagued by terrible creatures from the depths of the forest." "Never fear, dear lady," Zix assured her, his heart swelling with compassion. "We shall rid you of these pests post-haste." "Very well," Raxon intoned cryptically. "But let us not forget that every creature has its place in the tapestry of fate." "Right you are, Raxon," Razzle agreed, her mind already devising ingenious traps and defenses. "Come, my friends," Zix declared, his determination burning brighter than the Veldaran sky. "Let us embark on this new chapter of our extraordinary adventure, hearts full of courage and spirits soaring high." With a chorus of cheers and a whirl of colorful cloaks, Zix, Bleep, Razzle, and Raxon strode forth into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges awaited them on this whimsical world.